So I'm going to be reviewing my game analysis of my own game of me playing Vyper to help give an insight kind of how I play her and some of my decision making processes. Um, so I'm already kind of seeing that I'm going to have to lane against Geist and Billy. And since Geist leaves wonderful bombs around, you have to kind of play around those. And Billy does his charge and his slam with his bat, so that can stop you from sliding. So you have to kind of be smart around that. Here's going to keep an eye out for them, but I primarily am targeting the flag minion initially first, so that you can prevent them from healing off of that. So the quicker you can kill the flag, the better, and then trying to deny the souls. Since Vyper doesn't do a whole lot of damage from far away, I can't, doing poking with that isn't as good with her compared to other heroes. So I'm trying to play around Bebop here and dodge Geist bombs while looking for opportunities to get some damage on. Same thing with that. Like, I'm trying to be a little bit more than in the face, so to speak, with her, because again, you want to try to slide around. I'm doing something a little, I guess, not normal with Vyper that other people do with her, that I'm actually buying Spirit first because I like Venom. I like doing a lot of damage with Venom. So I'm trying to, since the laning phase, Venom can do a whole lot of damage. I want to get some Spirit. When you're laning, you want to try to provide support too for your laning partner and not just leave him out there. So I'm trying to play close to Bebop to give him the support that I need to. And see, again, like, since I can't really do a whole lot up there, they're playing around their wall. Being up there and taking extra damage isn't worth it. So I'm just trying to wait it out until the wave. Unfortunately, that's not a whole lot you can do. And again, trying to deny souls where I can. Since he got the hook, then I go immediately on them to help support him. And then again, trying to deny souls where I can, but I struggle with that with Vyper.
He just sucks.
So he got a good hook. He did charge, unfortunately. I still got my melee on and Venom, which is good. I probably could have chased Billy a little bit more, but since I'm a little scared, I don't, and I just instead go to the minions. Especially because Bebop died. So since Bebop died and you're by yourself, it's really kind of better to be more on the safer side. So again, I'm just trying to look for the flag here. I saw Billy and then I went for the minions because I was just trying to harass while clearing, but you see that took a little too much damage. Probably would have been better just to still be on the safer side and not even be out there. Lost about 300 health with that. So when minions aren't here, and again, trying to provide support to Bebop whenever he's around. Since our wave is at their front door, there's not a whole lot here I can do. That's why I went for the gold statue, and I'm gonna go get some boxes while waiting for the wave. So whenever you're trying to debate on, do I go get waves or do I go help out, do I get waves or do I go get neutrals or boxes? The waves take priority because that's how they can get to your base, guardians, walkers, etc. So if you see the wave and they're neck and neck or whatever, that's when you go prioritize them. If you don't have anything to do, that's when you would go get the boxes or the minions. So here at this time, going for the neutral on the right side, I can start it, but I shouldn't focus it while the full wave is here. Billy decides to be aggressive against our Bebop, and because he ulted, I thought I got away in time, but I didn't. And unfortunately, we got pulled into there, and the Guardian was targeting guys instead of Billy. So now that they're here, we can help him out. And he got his hook, so this is great. So we can help him out with this. Unfortunately, he was able to get out, but the Venom was on him, so it killed him. Geist has her pet or her life swap, so we have to be a little safer around here. Since she still is half health with it, that life swap can still do a lot of damage. Again, trying to play a little smarter up here. I could probably be a little more aggressive at this point, but I was waiting for Billy and I see that Billy came back, so it's probably better that I didn't go up there. So again, no minions, so I decided to try to be a little proactive and get some boxes for some souls while Bebop is healing over there. So just trying to still find ways to get some soul leads. I hear that Billy's over here, so that's why I come over here. But Bebop wasn't able to be there, so I had to fall back with Geist rotating. But if we could have jumped him there, that would have been perfect. So they're poking on our front door, but since Bebop again is still low health, he's been living low health. It's been really hard for me to for us to keep some pressure that we would be able to do. and being mindful of when the slots are up, because slot machines are really strong because they give you four passive stats. Knowing when they spawn, which is right now is at 8 minutes, that's when the first time they spawn. That is a great way to try to play around your minion wave by once you clear it, then you can go get the slots. And you see they're also using Bola to get the kill. Secure the kill is a good way to do it. You don't have to do it just for denying. So don't be super conservative at times and be like, should I use it or not? If you think you can get a kill off of it, it's great to use it because of it. So since we get the kill here, one thing that we can't do is we can't be super aggressive all the way up to their lane, because once 6 minute happens, you get speed boost and you can get to your Guardian really quick. So pushing up to their Guardian isn't a good idea because guys came back before we could even get up there. So you have to be smart about that. Fortunately, I thought I could get away from Billy's, but I did not. And he hasn't been super aggressive with his melee, so getting Rebutal wasn't necessarily something that I needed to really consider. So since the waves is cleared, I don't push up on them, up to the Guardian at least, because they can rotate to the Guardian pretty quickly. And I knew Billy was low because I was watching his health on his health bar on his icon. So I was trying to be aggressive and get Venom on him. Fortunately, I did not get it, especially during this time at 10. So once the buffs are up, if you can, having someone close to your buffs to go get them is a good opportunity to do that so that you can take advantage of them. I see Billy and Dorman's over here, so I have to stop worrying about the neutral like I talked about before and try to put some pressure to clear the wave and onto the heroes themselves. I try to get the minions cleared instead so the Guardian can help out against the player versus the minions, because the Guardian does so much damage to the players, right? Instead of going for Geist again, get the flags when you can. I did take bomb damage and it was out of place. Mess up Bola, don't mess up your Bola. Don't debate on should I do it or not. If I did it sooner, I would have been able to Petri Billy and save myself. When looking for which lane to go to, try to look to see if there's anyone on there. So in this instance, Bebop is going to green, so since we still have a Guardian on yellow and I saw Vindicta was being pressured, I go to yellow instead because keeping a Guardian alive helps deny them a flex slot, and the flex slot is really strong, obviously. So if you can have keep the Guardians alive as long as you can, at least one of them, that is a good decision. So I was going for keeping yellow up. So you can see right now, like blue is open. Holiday should have went to blue, or even Vindicta should have went to blue sooner. Like the walker's taking damage. The walker should not be taking damage. So if that's you, if you're playing like that, watch the minion waves. Don't let them get to your walker. Don't let your walker take unnecessary damage. Even though that's probably like 5% health, that 5% eventually adds up. So there's not a whole lot you can do. Vyper is one thing that I try to do is try to help coordinate by talking vocal with teammates. I know not all the teammates are always vocal or helpful, but if you feel comfortable with it, try to talk and communicate a little bit to at least talk about, like, bring things to their attention that they may not notice. Like I was talking about green and there was a couple around yellow, and that can go a long ways too. So we talked here about possibly doing the urn. So if you can try to get an advantage where you possible, running the urn is a great way that you can do to snowball your lead. So we got this kill here. Something that I'm hoping we do is, now that this wave is cleared, one of us, whether it's Holiday or me,
if you stay here Holiday, I can run there.
yeah, so one of us needs to stay at yellow to keep that wave not getting to our Guardian, or at least slow it down as much as possible. And then that makes us available to go run the urn while making the enemy, since they were down one because 7 died, and he's not going to get to green in time yet, or initially yet, it's going to make them having to choose to decide, do they try to force the Guardian or do they go the urn? So either way, it makes the map control a little weaker for the enemy. And then for us, since we're over here at the urn and no one's here, or the whole team isn't here, we're able to contest it and secure it, and getting the urn is really good for the whole team. So since they're still down one, and looking at the map, we know where 3 of them are on the map. We can just kind of decide to like where to go. So we know that kind of 7's by himself, but we don't need to be too aggressive here because Bill is going to respawn, and they lost on blue. So like I just talked about in game, we need to be a little smarter and can't stay there for too long. And I have a lot of money. So for example, if you're like 13k or 15k and you're more than the enemy team, but if you have them all in your person with no items, then that soul lead isn't necessarily an advantage. So you got to make sure when you can to buy those items. So from here, we see that there's 2 on yellow, and again, trying to keep that guardian alive as long as can. I'm looking for ways to find a way to be sneaky, and which I was able to, but I guess wasn't able to get as much value. I did ruin Doorman's healing right, but Hayes was there to sleep me. So, and try to get in the slot machines when you can is always a priority because they give so much value, whether souls and stats. So get those slots machines. Remember to do that. So at this point, it's really just kind of the same thing, keeping pressure up on the waves where possible. We hear that vampire bat's over here, and we can try to get her. I try to get Bola on her to stop her from escaping and horribly missed. So make sure you don't debate on getting using your Bola, because you missed their chance opportunity and you're not gonna use it. But thankfully, Holiday was able to capitalize on it, and so we need to fall back now to again protect yellow, because yellow's being pressured from the minion wave. And she's going to be able to kill this now because she's here, and the guardian was just low enough, but she does die for it, which is always great. Since we get that kill and we still have basically map control here, running the urn here is another great opportunity, because now there's 2 on green, and if they decide to contest this, they have to go all the way back to base and then come across, since there's no more teleporters, which means they're basically not going to be here unless one has a speed boost. And then I can keep the pressure up here and let them know. I'm talking to the team during this to let them know basically what enemies are around, if it's safe or not. So again, running urn when you can is a fantastic way to keep your soul lead. You see now we're 11k up. 7 decides to come in, tries to be a hero, but he's a little too late on at least the urn, which means he's kind of in by himself, right? He came in by himself, and that's why he died. And we were able to kill him pretty easily compared to some of the, I guess, the big team fight. So going again, keeping an eye, there's no one on green, so that I need to go over there. Someone needs to go over there. And since I was available, I chose to come over here. Plus free souls, 100% souls. There's no one here to share souls with. So getting a lot of souls to keeping soul lead, especially with Vyper, is always great. And I went up there to get the boxes because there's no wave at the time. And now this wave's here, get them and then go get other boxes, looking for ways to keep getting souls. I'm trying to focus more on the minion wave. Sometimes I end up super tunneling on that instead of fighting. So that's what I was doing. But then Dorman is aggressive. He ults me. So, but while he's ulting me, there's 2 people still on him. So they were able to kill him. So I was kind of counting on him and relying on him. So I thought we could burst down Doorman. Holiday runs. So that's not good. But they were able to kill him because there's nothing I can do about it getting ulted, which is good. And then Hayes is now here with Billy. We don't need to stay. He was able to see her somehow though. I don't know if that was just a luck or what. Like even in game, like I know it's a little pixelated on stream, but even here, I was surprised that he got that hook. And now they're trickling in, so now it's no longer risky. So the trickling in is kind of, we're good to go. 7 and Mina are on blue. The only one that's missing is Geist, and Geist is now here, so it's 1v4. And us getting the walker is priority. I do mess up by getting stuck on the car. I wanted to Petri Geist, so that's where I messed up for sure on that, but it kind of ended up working out. Ivy should, right here, Ivy needs to go get this wave. Like I even ping it. Again, a little quicker. So during this part here, I'm debating on going green or not, since Holiday died. In case in Furnace, especially now that Doorman's over there, and now guys, green is gonna need support. So that's why I come here. Don't waste your boost. I wasted my boost. Don't use your boost if you're like already almost there. I wasted a boost. Don't do that. Getting them mini waves, farm your camps. You just need to stay here because when you clear a wave, you need to make sure, if you're trying to pressure, you need to clear more than one wave. If you clear one wave, your minions are going to collapse with the other one, and nothing's going to happen. and they're just gonna stalemate, right? So you have to clear 2 waves if you want to push. So since that wave is now pushing up there, if you look here, there's another wave following behind, but Dorman is there. But we're able to circle and collapse on Billy, who is out of position. I would see that I can burst down Mina, so I super feel comfortable and confident until he ults me. But while they're fighting, they're doing their business. We need to get out. I look for Mina. Mina's low health, so I try to look for a way to find Mina because she's still around here somewhere. And I see her, and that's what I was looking for. I got greedy and missed with Bola, but I normally don't try doing that sometimes. But it is what it is. Hayes was not using counterspell correctly, so I don't know if she was trying to kill her or to counterspell. I think she was trying to counterspell Venom, but she did a little too early. So when I come back again, no one's really pushing green. Seeing this wave getting up to the walker. So when you're looking for ways to go, watch the lanes, see if any of your allies are on the spots. Shut up me. So look at the way where your allies are on the spots, and if there's no one there, then you need to be the one to go get them, if possible. So and then here I wanted to try to do some tier 3 to get a little extra souls. I don't do the full little camp because they're fighting up there, but I can't be that far up there on their lane because they can rotate really quickly. All right, let's get this wave now. So I kill that one, and then once this wave spawns, I wanted to kill this and then just leave. I don't even want to stay. So I kill it, I leave. I get a counter item to stop the other ones because they're mainly spirit. So that's why I get silence wave. Seeing them around, trying to looking at the map where they are, and I saw that I saw Bebop being chased by Doorman, so I'm trying to find ways to provide support to help with them here while they're trying to look and they're pressuring yellow. So I miss Billy being on my map because I'm looking forward. Use a good bullet to stop him. Billy's holding a W against me, and he has range now in his slam. So they got yellow. I don't need to go yellow. No one's on blue, and Holiday's on green. So looking at my lanes, that's where I go because no one's here. And again, trying to get the most souls, but not trying to overextend because being in neutral right now is not a good spot. Too far because you get out of position and they just collapse on you. So I come back and get this tier 3 instead for keeping souls, keeping up soul currency, getting souls to stay up somehow. I see Dorman's chasing Holiday, and then Hayes is on green, so finding a way we can try to get them. And she got 7. I don't know what 7 was totally out of position. Don't be like 7. 7 was overconfident. See Dorman here, so thought he was doing more, but the team's kind of not here. So, but he just knows he's dead, so it's like they were way out of position, but mainly because of 7. Don't do that. Be smart with yours. Vindictus should stay on the screen. Oh, she's gonna do the urn, so they're gonna stalemate, so nothing's gonna have here. But we decided to double pressure, one with mid boss and one with the urn, and she decides to give up the urn. I don't know if she's muted or whatever, but we talked about that. Holiday should have gone to yellow because Holiday's not been talking in chat, so I don't even think they have chat turned on. But she should have went over there. I get it basically for free. Everybody goes yellow, so I decided to go to the left side of the map again, depending on what it is, and try to be keep that green pressured so they don't get to our walker. Make a quick stop in the shop, and since if there's multiple parts to a tier 4, it has to buy them individually if you auto buy. So unlucky with that. So and then from here, since we have the lanes pressured up and Vindicta's on yellow, we can run the urn because we have the buff. We have the lanes pressured, and we have a soul advantage. We're 20k up, so we can just, as long as we fight and group together roughly, we'll be able to get this urn for free. But right now they see that 7, so that's why I back out a little bit with this and start playing a little safer because I am buying this up. They can totally jump me, but they're over on green trying to contest them instead of the urn, so they probably just gave up the urn. And from here, it's just pressuring up the lanes, and we should be just, as Hayes said, should be a GG as it is because we have the buff. and then it's just pressuring, keep pressure up, and then you just get your kills. And then once that's all done, you end with 10 kills, 20k damage, almost ejected damage, and that's it.